I got into real estate because I was born into a real estate family. My parents were both real estate brokers, ended up doing title and mortgage as well. Actually, I swore I would never get into real estate because I wanted to get into like general business, entrepreneurship. And I wasn't always impressed with a lot of real estate agents, how they held their hours, how they respected their own time, and how they expected others to treat their own time. And if you're not careful, I think in real estate, it can become constant juggling between the work things you have to do and your family time. It's not easy for a lot of people to be their own boss, hold themselves accountable, and follow a schedule. And for those reasons, I think a lot of real estate agents not only are disappointed with their income, a lot of them end up having to get out because they simply didn't do those key things that need to be done in any job. That was how I first got into real estate is I realized actually if I follow a schedule, if I've got some accountability, social accountability, and if I follow a plan for success, just like I would in a regular job where in my case, the job before real estate, I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week at that job. And I only got paid a small percent of revenue for all of the money that I had made the company, which is fine. That was the arrangement. It wasn't, I thought, an equitable arrangement when I reflected on it after a while. But man, if I worked that hard, except in real estate, I think I could do pretty well. So for a lot of us who've gotten into real estate, that might be why we got into real estate, right? We wanted freedom and flexibility. We wanted to be our own boss, but we didn't realize that it wasn't going to be easy. It doesn't have to be complicated. A lot of the fellow coaches and top agents and teams that I interview will tell you success, especially in real estate, is not complicated. It's actually simple. It's just not easy. It's not easy to keep things simple for most of us. So that was something that really catalyzed my success in real estate. I had an early mentor in real estate who said, Sean, there's 3 ways to leverage yourself. The first is marketing, the second is technology, and the third is people. And so in that order, you should do them. Leverage yourself with marketing. And now this doesn't negate or take away from the prospecting and the conversations you need to have, but you need to have compelling reasons for people to do business with you versus all the other real estate agents. That just comes with time and confidence and understanding how you're going to serve clients, both on the seller side, the buyer side, investors, whatever it is. So the first one is marketing. The second one is technology. Technology really appealed to me. I was already into some tech stuff. I had started some companies in college, some small ventures with fellow business colleagues at the College of Business at my university. And I could see the power of technology being used to leverage your efforts. Doesn't replace your efforts, but it levers your efforts. Now, instead of speaking with 5 people a day, I can speak with 25 people a day. Now, instead of my marketing message reaching 100 people or 1,000 people, it could reach 10,000, 100,000 of the right people. So technology to me was a big one. The most expensive, the hardest mountain to climb and conquer is leveraging yourself through people. And leveraging yourself through people, as we know, most of us know who've tried it, leveraging yourself through people can be messy just because people aren't machines. People are messy. You're messy. They're messy. There can be a lot of missed expectations. I've taught a lot of classes on succeeding through others at all of my past brokerages. Even today, I teach classes and I help many of my agent and team owners and broker owner partners walk them through how to succeed through others because it is a necessary component to success. No one succeeds alone. Everyone's got a team of people that they are going to succeed with. If you don't want to succeed, then you don't need other people, right? If you think you're an island of one, probably number one, you're kidding yourself. Really, there's been a whole bunch of other people that have contributed either leading up to your success today or are currently in the background helping you, which you may be taking for granted. At the end of the day, tech for me was definitely one that I saw as a huge amount of leverage. It's one that's completely underrated. We're all used to some technology, right? Like the person who grew up in the 70s is used to 1970s technology. right? Versus like 1930s technology or 1850s technologies. The danger that and the mistake that you can fall into if you're not careful is to stay static with it that you first learned probably in your teenage years or early formative like 20s. The first set of technology you learn, because technology changes so quickly. The question is going to be, are you willing to adapt and grow, keep going through that learning curve every time? Whether it was the social media, I remember back in the day, internet, email, and then it was social media. At the moment, it's AI, artificial intelligence. How do I learn that? You've got to be willing to be learning based so that you're always using the best technology. It doesn't have to be the most cutting edge, but the best technology to leverage yourself the best. If you're using technology from 10 or 20 years ago, that means you're only leveraging yourself like you could 10 or 20 years ago. And so we want to be leveraging ourselves in the most optimal way. Most of us do because we either want more time or we want more money or we want both. So the question is, are you going to work smarter and leverage yourself through tech? Or are you just going to live in the past 8, 10, 12 years ago of what was working? That's every person's decision. I created AttractSend really out of necessity. We had used a lot of other CRMs or recruiting platforms or marketing technology to assist in our efforts of finding and recruiting great real estate agents, either existing real estate agents, new people thinking about getting into the real estate industry. So when we made our last move here from one brokerage, we merged our company into another brokerage. I knew we needed a technology that was really going to be focused on leveraging us in finding, attracting, and recruiting great talent. And so that's how AttractSend was born. And the heart and soul of AttractSend is it is much better to attract. In this instance, it's much better to attract people, attract real estate agents to you than to be chasing them. There's a famous saying, prospects pursued run away. If you want to do well in recruiting, in finding great salespeople or just great people for your organization to succeed with, you need a technology that's going to be focused on doing those activities and doing them at a high level and doing them better than you could do them just on your own. That's how we founded AttractSend. Now we've got a lot of businesses also using AttractSend just to attract clients, to attract more revenue, to attract more whatever they need in their business. If it's more social interaction, more social media presence, more reputation, more testimonials, more reviews, more follow-up, better follow-up, things like that, all kinds of ways that people are using AttractSend. A lot of the top agents, top indie brokers who really part of their job is to find and get in business with great real estate agents, whether it's residential, commercial. We've got some people in specific niches. And we often see these agents are able to recruit 1, 2, 3 agents per month or more to their organization, to their brokerage. These broker owners are able to consistently recruit on a monthly, quarterly, and weekly basis. Like any business, if you haven't been doing that work in the past, it takes a while to get there. For those who are already doing that work and just looking to take it to the next level with technology, where now they can consistently follow up with the top 500,000, 5,000 agents in their area, as an example, this is a godsend because they can reach them through all the channels. We even have a lot of agents now who are really getting into cultivating and coming from a place of contribution and value with video and other items like that that we offer through AttractSend, through our partner relationships that can even act as an accelerant in reaching people with using technology. AttractSend is coming out with all types of ways to leverage yourself with artificial intelligence. And the key part of what we're doing in AttractSend is we're grafting or we're incorporating, we're embedding the AI, specifically ChatGPT 4.0 at the moment, this OpenAI, right into the process, right into using the actual software through all parts of what our AttractSend customers use. And we've got specific videos from the dev team on specific product releases and things like that. As a high overview of this, it would be things like writing emails, writing blog posts, writing social media posts, that are going to go out onto your Facebook page or your LinkedIn page for your business. Even getting into the automations in workflows, all kinds of exciting things. We've got AI conversation bot that's in beta right now. So we are embracing artificial intelligence for the good that it can do. We're actually helping to educate our customers on how to best use it. Because sometimes it's, okay, I've got this. How do I put it to like actual good use rather than just write me a couple of paragraphs? How can I actually use AI to vault my business forward, to create efficiencies, to leverage my staff? For some of our businesses, our customers at AttractSend that have businesses, they might have 5, 10, 15 staff. How can we leverage their time and energy? It could be through calendaring. It could be through booking appointments automatically for those people who raise their hand and let you know they're a prospect for your business. So all kinds of creative but simple ways to execute. You don't have to go to another website and copy and paste. You don't have to go to another technology that you have to learn all over again and a different learning curve. We're baking it right into the recipe of success at AttractSend, where technology is going to become more and more of a lever. It's going to give us, it's going to go hyperbolic. It's going to go from a 2x, it's going to 2x your efforts to it's going to 4x your efforts. We'll see how far AI can go. Some are estimating it could be a 10, 50, or 100x in your business when you're able to properly implement technology around your core business principles. Some people are just going to use tech for tech's sake rather than tech to actually achieve the important objectives of your business, which is having happy clients that tell other people so you get more happy clients. That's the ideal scenario for most of us that are pursuing this in the business world. So tech is going to become not only something that's convenient and not only something that gives you an edge, it's going to be the thing that completely levers your efforts over the next 10, 20, 30 years. And if you're a small or medium-sized business owner, this is the number one thing that you want, is something that saves you time, reduces your expenses, reduces your risk, your exposure to risk, like fixed expenses, and really shortens your learning curve to get as close as we can to business nirvana, which is focusing on the customer or the client to deliver a great value.